What's up? Name's Leo. I've been doing some tests on Umbra for about 2 days now, and this is what I got so far. Thank you for the base idea of where to start and the survivability mods for Umbra, because in the beginning I was having a pretty hard time surviving even like level 300s, but we're able to survive a little longer now. So yeah. Now, before I show what the build is, I did testing with both Wrathful Advance and Melee Crescendo together and on separate occasions, and it for sure does a lot of damage, but energy management on endurance runs starts becoming a problem. I'm not saying that energy doesn't become a problem with melee influence, because it does, but it lasts a little longer and the crowd clearing is pretty good for maintaining that energy. If someone watching this video can test and figure out how to take Umbra to level cap, feel free to comment and tell us how you did it. Like always, take my builds as a base and not to copy, because it's all preference and playstyle. What might work for me might not work for you. Let's get to it. Excalibur Umbra. Starting off with his shards, we have 2 Violet Archon shards for health and energy pickups, and we have 3 casting speed, 1 Tau Forge, because, well, I don't have enough Tau Forge yellows. So, but if I did, I would have 3 Tau Forge yellows. These are kind of just preference. I have 3 casting speeds, so the gameplay feels more fluid. Now to the Umbra build. We have Catalyzing Shield with Brief Respite for that survivability. And then we have Warrior's Rest, because, you know, if you let Umbra do whatever he wants, there's a chance that he might get you killed. So we're gonna stop him from doing that. We also had Rolling Guard, but that was for endurance running. So you can actually get rid of this if you don't plan on doing endurance runs. You could also get rid of Equilibrium, Blind Rage, and Umbral Intensify for other things. We're also running 2 augments, Chromatic Blade and Furious Javelin, for an increase in status chance and an increase on melee damage, as well as getting electric. Also running Arcane Strike for attack speed and Molt Augmented for even more ability strength, but those 2 can be swapped out for whatever you want. So moving on to Exalted Blade. Exalted Umbra Blade. For the Exalted slot, we're running Dreamer's Wrath to enable Tenakai, increases opportunity chance by 50%, and increase in critical damage by 32 on Tenakai attacks. We're also running 2 Galvanized mods, Galvanized Steel and Galvanized Elementalist. Galvanized Steel to increase our critical chance, as well as increasing our crit damage at max stack. Now for Galvanized Elementalist, it basically does the same thing as far as giving us a big boost. This one will give us status damage and another big boost to status chance at max stack. So big numbers. We're also running Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds for the increase in crit chance and the increase in even more status chance, more than what we already have. As you can tell, we're stacking a lot of status chance here just to make melee influence go really crazy. There's probably another way to make this go even more crazier, but this is what I got so far. Berserker Fury to increase that attack speed along with that Arcane Strike that we had on our Umbra. And Condition Overload, basically to tie everything together as far as like damage to make a lot of big numbers, especially if you have a companion that applies a lot of statuses, which is also going to be very important. And finally, melee influence, the last piece to this puzzle. I'm not going to introduce melee influence. It seems like a lot of people already know what it does. So let's go on to examples. So this last tip or last part of this video is basically a tip, I guess. So if you didn't know, while you have channeled abilities on, this is specifically for people who are running Operator, like switching between Operator and Warframe a lot. So if you're running Void Cascade or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This goes with other Warframes as well. So if you didn't know this, but first let me show you what it looks like when you swap out. Oh, oops. I'm trolling. Give me a second. So this is what it looks like regularly. See your Warframe. Grayed out. Invulnerable. Now I'm gonna activate a channeled ability like our Exalted Blade. Now watch when I get out my operator. Sorry, I was trying to find him. Now he takes damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my Exalted Blade. Do it again. And now he's invulnerable. So if you're doing Void Cascade and you're switching to Operator, make sure you turn off your Exalted Blade before doing anything Operator related. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you found this informative or useful. Once again, my name is Leo. Consider subscribing. I'm your not so serious content creator. Signing off.